Hello everyone, welcome to Bayern Now, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. So, we come to you live after a great, fantastic performance from Bayern versus Mainz, 3-1, first half. You know what? I actually thought we were going to score 20 goals. I was convinced we were about to score 8 goals and win us the game, but we scored 3 in the first half, in the first 20 minutes or so. And then we controlled the game. We could have scored more, but we didn't. So this was a fantastic performance. My man of the match, Thiago Alcantara. Thiago ready to tackle Alcantara. I've been telling you about this guy. A lot of people been doubting him. I made a video earlier in the week about how some Bayern fans weren't sure about Thiago, and also how the club weren't sure about him. Thiago is a divider because he is a Brazilian, a Spanish. He is so technical on the ball. People think he doesn't work hard because he has that nice little oozing run. He doesn't really try to do much. Like, he doesn't try to inflict himself. But 4 tackles completed today. 89% passing accuracy. I'm clearly not going to read a tweet here. Seriously, what a performance here. Thiago, man of the match. 1 goal, 106 touches, 90 passes, 89 pass accuracy, 2 key passes, 8 out of 9 long balls completed, 7 dribbles completed, 4 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 clearance, 9.3 rating from who scored. I'm telling you, this guy, Thiago Alcantara, is becoming a man. He's becoming a player that we all know he is. A lot of people were doubting him, man. I'm telling you, Thiago knows where he is. The level of Thiago is insane. I hate to say this, but Kimmich, once again, was a liability in midfield. No, I keep telling you, Kimmich, I love Kimmich, but he was a liability in midfield today. So before we keep talking about the game and the and what happened, player ratings. Manuel Neuer was in goal. I don't know what Neuer gets, man. Neuer just got a 6. He had 1 good save where Thiago intercepted the ball. If Thiago doesn't do that, the player scores. So, Neuer gets a 6. He didn't do much. He didn't have anything to do. There was a few passes he made where he found MULLER and Gnabry way farther up the pitch. Fantastic from MULLER. Neuer. Neuer got a 6. There's nothing much I can say about that. Thiago was good. No, Thiago was amazing. Okay. Seriously, he was. Pavard gets an 8. Pavard had a fantastic game today. Actually, I'm going to give Pavard a 9. I thought he stood out today. Like I've said, I have my reservations on Pavard. I don't think he's a particularly brilliant, world-class player. I don't think Pavard is a particularly, quick, can put crosses in the box. But Pavard is a professional, and he did that today. Leave a like on the video if you're watching and enjoying. But Pavard did what he had to do today. He gets a 9. Boateng gets an 8. For me, Jerome Boateng has basically rejuvenated his form. Alaba the same. Alaba is just, he's basically taken that center back position. I wonder where Lucas Hernandez plays. Alphonso Davies does not get as high of a rating as Pavard, because Davies gets an 8 from me, because I thought Davies at this point. Like, it's weird because when a young kid is playing bad, they're really playing bad. But when Davies isn't having the best of his game, he's still putting in tackles. He's still going forward. Davies was not as good for me today. But he still had a great performance defensively. But I want to see more going forward. There was a great chance for him to cross here into Lewandowski, and Davies just overhit it or underhit it. So he gets an 8 for me. Kimmich, I'm sorry, he has to get a 7. He's the lowest ranking player on here. Kimmich is a liability in midfield. If we want to get the best out of Joshua Kimmich, we have to play him in his best position, and for me, that's right back. He gets bullied off the ball. He does this weird tackle when he's pressing that he jumps on an opposition, but he does it so half effort. I don't know if anyone else notices it. I notice it, but I don't know. Maybe someone else thought Kimmich was good. I don't. Thiago for me, he gets a 10. He made no mistakes, right? Yeah, he lost the ball, but trying to make things happen, right? I kept hearing the commentators say, maybe Thiago can keep it simple now, but then Thiago kept making the game technical, and he really created problems. Every goal he was involved in, he got the ball from Davies and got it to Pavard, and Pavard crossed it. He got the ball I think he was involved in pretty much the build-up of every goal. Thiago gets a 10. I know 10s means like, oh, you did a fantastic game. You were doing everything. But for me, Thiago gets that. I mean, Thiago ready to tackle Alcantara. Leon Goretzka gets an 8. You know, I thought he had an emphatic performance. I don't want to talk about Goretzka. Everyone knows my opinions. Muller gets an 8. No one's getting below a 7 today. Lewandowski gets an 8. Lewa could have scored 2 or 3, but you know he's allowed to miss chances. Perisic gets a 7. I'm sorry. He works hard, but is that what we need from Bayern players? I want you to work hard plus do more. Man of the match today was obviously Thiago, so he's the man of the match. Thiago. Gnabry came on for Muller. Gnabry gets a 6. Who else came on? Coutinho, 6. He was so average, Coutinho. I did not see a player full of techers. What's his name came on, but those are my match ratings. Oh, Hansi Flick's rating, he will get Hansi Flick. I'm gonna give Hansi Flick a 9. I thought he had the substitutions under Kovac. The minutes we made substitutions, I think there was a stat: 75th minute, 78th minute, 81st minute. Those were the most predominant minutes we made substitutions under Niko Kovac. Hansi Flick is like, you're not playing particularly well. 55th minute, you're off. 61st minute, you're off. That gives the players 30 minutes to do things in the game. You need. I play football. You don't just make an influence in 5 minutes. You don't do that. So leave a like on the video if Thiago is your man of the match, and if Hansi Flick scored a 9 for you. We conceded a goal, but I don't care. I mean, we won the game. We were gonna concede anyways. I mean, we were 12-0 in terms of goals scored and goals conceded. So it's okay. We can concede goals. We are allowed to make those mistakes. So for me, Hansi Flick, man, I'm starting to think we can just give this guy the full-time job. For me, he has a tactical philosophy. You see the way we were playing. High intensity all over. Every player was on the same page. I saw Muller run back after he, I think, had a failed attack. Run back, and he was the one that tracked back and helped out Pavard. And I saw the same thing with Perisic. Davies went up, right? Davies made a cross. It was deflected, and then they were attacking Davies' side, and I saw Perisic run back. There was Perisic, Boateng, and Pavard. Those were the 3 defenders. And Alaba was farther up the pitch. I'm telling you, this team is so together. I have never seen Bayern Munich this close to being perfect. I'm sorry, but this is vintage Bayern. A lot of people will not agree with me, but I think Bayern's back. I think when we get players like SANE in, man, I mean, the chances Perisic sort of miss. Any updates on Lucas and Coman? Okay, so they're both back. They're training with the team. But Hansi Flick, which I love the way this guy presents injury situations, he said he won't play them or even give them chances in actual games unless they're going to add more quality to what we already have. So he's not going to drop Davies and put Alaba back and left back because Lucas Hernandez is back fit, which is something an incompetent manager like Kovac would have done. But what Hansi Flick is saying is, okay, he's back, but he has to prove himself. He has to be better than Alaba and Davies. He has to be better than those two because they're in the same positions. So Hansi Flick, man, he's such a genius. He thinks so smart. Very, very intelligent guy. I mean, this guy could be a politician. I can see the politician in him. He gives the answers that you need, but not the answers that you want. It's so weird. I love Hansi Flick for me. So that's the injury situation. They're both back, but he's not going to rush them or do anything. Or they're going to be available for midweek. So he might play Lucas for 20 minutes. He might play, what's his name? Kingsley Coman, who is irrelevant to me at this point, for 20 minutes. You never know. So that's the situation with all the players. Goretzka today, I thought Goretzka was all over the place. He's becoming the guy I knew from last season. I've been saying this. A lot of people have been saying, oh no, Leon Goretzka, he's he runs like a horse, a donkey. No. Do you see what he does? When it works out, when the team is doing it together, Goretzka looks brilliant. But when he's doing it alone, he looks like he's just winning the ball back, but nothing is happening from it. He won the ball back. He latched onto the second ball. Lewandowski had a ball deflected by the goalkeeper. And who was there? Goretzka. And there was a moment where Muller made a terrible corner. Goretzka was shouting at Muller from the edge of the box, right? And I see him. And then they cleared it and they started attacking our left-hand side. And who was there recovering from the edge of their penalty box? An actual box-to-box Leon Goretzka. He was there, ready to freaking tangle. Oh my goodness. So Goretzka today was superb. Pavard was superb. The two man of the matches for me, Pavard, Thiago. Pavard, so many crucial interceptions and tackles. He was superb today. Thomas Muller once again with an emphatic performance. You know, the thing I love about Muller is Muller having a bad game doesn't mean he's not going to assist. It means he's just not going to do everything. Today you can say Muller had a bad game, yet he assisted and he scored too, right? No, Thiago. Let's talk about that skill. I mean, Thiago has that Brazilian in him. You can tell he's Brazilian and also Spanish. He has the elegance of the Spaniards and but the tricks and flicks of Brazilians. The ball control of his ball control is out of this world. Putting in mind Lucas will be back soon. What is your best defensive lineup against Chelsea? I would go with, I would be biased because I don't really like Boateng, right? But he's been playing well recently. But I don't think you put Boateng in a game where Chelsea are going to be highly intense running at Boateng. Boateng has lost his feet. So I would play Lucas Hernandez, David Alaba as center back, and the full backs would be Pavard and Davies. I think that's the back line you go with. Yes, there's three players that are left-footed, but Van Dijk, Joe Gomez, and Trent Alexander-Arnold are three right-footed players. And then there's only Robertson. So you can have discrimination either way. It's perfect. So that's the team I'd probably go with. Lewandowski, obviously up top. Well, Kimmich, no, I would play Kimmich a right back. What am I talking about? Instead of Pavard, and it would be Kimmich and Davies at fullback. And then I'd just play Thiago in the CDM role. Well, actually, Thiago's been perfect. So maybe Kimmich moving into the midfield has given the license for Thiago to do more. Because he's dropping in, he's moving, he's the midfield Messi. That's what I'm telling you. Thiago is 28 years old, right? He's getting to that age where he needs to win a giant trophy to really solidify himself as one of the greatest Spanish midfielders of all time. Because he's had seasons. Thiago's been consistent for like 6 seasons now. Since 2014 we got Thiago. He's been consistent, up top, winning us trophies, playing crucial in big games, having some of the best ratings in big games. People are saying, oh, he's terrible in big games. No, you just haven't been looking in the right places. So for me, it has to be that team. Thiago's going to play, Goretzka's going to play, Kimmich will play midfield versus Chelsea. Gnabry has to play because Muller's too slow. Or we play a 4-2-3-1. But thank you everyone. Leave a like on the video. I will be watching Manchester United versus Wolves because I want to see Bruno Fernandes play. Today was a great performance from the team. Very, very good performance. Okay. So brilliant performance from the team. The worst two players for me, which isn't that bad because no one was really woeful, Kimmich and Perisic. People think I have an agenda against Kimmich. I don't. I just think he's a better right back. He's the best right back in the world when he's playing right back. So, and Perisic is just, he's not a Bayern player. He worked very hard, but that's if you're playing for Inter Milan where you have to work hard because you're a defensive team. But I don't care. I can see 2 goals if we score 6. I don't care about goals. I don't care about the defensive. That's why I like players like Messi, Messi doesn't care about defending. Messi just wants to score goals and assist and contribute attacking wise. No one wants to I don't care if the wingers are trying to move forward or trying to move backwards. I don't care about any of that, right? For me, I view football in a very, one-sided way, because I've always liked attacking. I don't care about defending, but I like defending though. Like, it's weird. I'm a very aggressive player. I played yesterday indoors. You know how you haven't played in a long time and your body just feels different? I still feel the energy, but I have so much techers. If you put me in that Bayern CDM role, no one's getting past me, because I have absolute tech. No, seriously. No, some of you might actually think I'm joking, but I'm actually a really good defensive player. Like, I win the ball like pretty much all the time. I'm incredibly quick. No, I think I'd be the same pace as Davies. Alphonso Davies would not be faster than me, that's for sure. But at the same time, I read the game so well. I just sit there, read the game, and my passing range is superb. Ooh, I'm just zooming passes to Serge Gnabry. Why am I talking about myself? Alright, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Emphatic performance. We're going to have a game Wednesday versus, God, I don't care who they are. Leipzig? No, we're not playing Leipzig. So yeah, Mia San Mia, and peace.